because we've strung you along for years. But please swing for us 1 billion fucking hours plus run our ads. But if we want to, we'll ban you whatever we want for the most mundane reason that everybody around you doesn't get banned for. How does that make you feel?
I mean, yeah, feels bad, man.
Good morning, my friends. Sana naman hindi puro electric pa yung naririnig mo.
On the day you're supposed to be voting, now you're gonna ask the question.
Okay.
See if it ever gets it that I forget or don't get it again, please. I'll hang myself. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I think puro electric pa naririnig
see
nyo.
you on Monday for a new game. Yes, have a cracking weekend, alright? Bye from the...
Is there a boss here?
And my devs, or not my devs, but the devs that I work with, right? They've calculated some of these viewbots that we encounter have to cost between 10 to 20,000 a week. Like we're talking like fully automated. IPs are completely spread, right? Like the most basic viewbot, every IP is going to show up from one country if you catch my drift, right? You can
Or he's not gonna spawn anymore kasi napatay ko na siya.
But there are some complex viewbots
Most
now
likely.
that ping IPs, like one IP per fucking goddamn city around the fucking world. None of them overlap. You understand? There's one way we can catch them now, but I'm not going to say that way because I'm sure the viewbotting technology is going to fucking learn and adapt from that. But that's the fucking problem. You understand? People, like, I'm telling you, clout is a hell of a drug.
The point, what led to this, watching this VOD? Well, it's a twofer. One, for a lot of people who say, like, Hassan, you never debated Destiny, there are plenty of debates that you can go back and listen to where I'm, like, trying to educate him on this stuff. You will also see my consistency on the matter, and you will see how wrong he was and how lived up he was.
Lived up?
I can find it. There was like a 12-minute video from my final thoughts, like in the eve of the 2020 election. There was another instance where I was actually debating Destiny on how Trump is a successful Republican. This is one clip from that.
How do you justify so saying with Destiny?
Why is he going back to debates from 4 or 5 years ago? What the
Bali kung may nalilinig nga pala kayong sounds, pinapanood ko lang si Destiny. Isa to. Nilalaro ko tong Elden Ring kasi gusto ko lang makuha lahat ng ending.
Something that I've been talking about since January 23rd, 2019 here, okay, where, you know, back in the day when I thought that Destiny was a reformed person who wasn't, like, insane, okay, a lot of people will be like, why are you so afraid of debating him? Here's a video of me doing just that.
Why doesn't he talk to you now? If you are... if everything that you do, like, revolves around you lying about the other person, you can't have a competition with the other person. It's essentially bringing stuff up. The whole illusion you've constructed that person to fall. Hassan can never talk to me. He just can't. It would be unwinding so much of what he said about me for us to ever have a conversation.
Remember in fucking Alabama? I mean, no, it doesn't seem like a concerted a lot of things.
Yeah, no, I think that was a fucking Steve Bannon. That was a strategic mistake by Steve Bannon, and he got punished for it afterwards too. Anyway, the point, what led to this watching this VOD? Well, it's a...
Somebody, please!
I was like, so wait, what is even the point of that clip you just brought?
The point, what led to this, there are something that I've been talking about since, again, the corporation, these are things that doing just that. Like tax cuts for the corporation. These are things that by and large care about. Great, you just outsource your labor, and that's what these companies have been doing for a very long time. But again, things that like undermining the EDA, undermining the education, undermining housing, these are things that people are looking for. Not focusing on infrastructure. Like these aren't things that he's based on. He's doing this for big business. He's doing this for corporations.
Maybe.
How can you say maybe? Who's the?
I don't know education around this.
I don't.
I wonder we were arguing back here. I wonder in retrospect who. Let me check.
Be doing just that.
You can just outsource you can outsource your labor big stuff like tax breaks, tax cuts for the corporations. These are things that they by and large care about more than corporations. You can just outsource you can outsource your labor regardless, and that's what these companies have been doing for a very long time anyway.
Tsaka bonk build nga pala to.
Undermining the education, undermining housing. Like, these aren't things that like people are looking for. Not focusing on infrastructure. Like these aren't things that he's based on. He's doing this for.
Sarap kasi putang na repost lang ng repost or critical hit sa mga boss.
I don't know why it's sped up. I don't know why. I don't think we're going to be able to actually pay attention to a clip like this because you get
very confident. Now look now. You were saying that Trump isn't a good Republican because he's more populist. Oh, I remember this argument. I feel like my position has been proven to be absolutely true, right? Like Trump was never a traditional Republican. We've moved away a lot from the traditional Republican obsession with I say obsession, but they were like huge. They were corporate and big business simps. I don't think with the new Republican Party, the MAGA people, most of them are pretty anti-corporatist or anti-big business. Like, I guess now they are, but if Trump changed his mind, then I guess they would change with Trump. But I think that we've moved away from like the neocon, corporate, big business environment, like all that. That's what I feel like, man. If he still feels that way, man.
You guys are being too childish, I think. Like, Reddit player does not...
Oh, he's getting triggered by chat. Oh, no.
I don't know why it's sped up. I don't know why. I don't think we're going to be able to actually pay it.
Oh, wait. Is he getting mad because, I read this in the chat and I said, stop. I saw people saying that a bunch of people in his chat are asking him, like, hey, please stop playing about Destiny. Please stop, please stop, please stop. Oh, there's also Real Voice, good Shabino impression. Your old mic was whack. Hassan Shapiro, Bin Shapiro. Oh, no.
I don't know why. I don't think we're going to be able to actually pay attention to a clip like this because you guys are being
I fucking missed it. Stupid.
Childish, I think.
Real Voice. Thank you, Ben Shapiro.
Player does not have speed controls. Chat represents the streamer. No, there's no way to make it slower. There's no right clicking, dude. What are you talking about? There's nothing.
Defund education. All of a sudden, you can make a justification not only for tax cuts, but for because his voice is higher and it's bad.
Actually, hindi ko naman siya mapapatay.
Every time it's called starting.
Kasi magte-teleport lang siya dun sa taas. Dun sa Earth. Minor Earth.
My debate in 2019 with Destiny, back when we were cordial, and my argument was that Donald Trump is a normal Republican and a very successful Republican.
Oh, but how can you argue that, right? Like, does he really think the test of time has proven his position on that correct? Donald Trump is absolutely not a normal Republican. He's like captured the entire Republican Party and excised anybody that's pushed back against him. People that might have even had more traditional neocon, traditional Republican views.
Na-electric pan pa rin ba yung sound? I don't think so. Oh, what the fuck?
Republicans like Pence and Barr broke away from him.
Okay, and that he is, doing
Heal from this
top-line agenda of the Republican top-line agenda of the Republican
Baka kaya gusto ko na yung bonk build na isa talaga. Hampas lang na hampas, tulog.
I don't know exactly where it was though in this conversation.
The absolute bare minimum by like 1 or 2 votes in order for them to actually
Republican voter base. Hold on.
Oh, here.
You figure that has been an end with Trump multiple times. McConnell has been an end with Trump multiple times. Like all of these like Republican leaders, Pence himself has gotten burned by Trump multiple times. Trump has had massive amounts of influence in his cabinet. Everybody that's left has had things to say about him. True. Even well-respected people like Tillerson. How can you look at all the divisiveness?
Rex Tillerson, his Secretary of State.
Yeah, Trump has stirred up the Republican Party, and then say that no, he's actually like really good at unifying the Republicans.
I'm not saying he's good at unifying the Republican politicians, but ultimately he's good at unifying the Republican voter base. Hold on. He's good at unifying the Republican base of voters, and you're focusing on like one symbolistic John McCain vote to say that like the entire Republican Party is not backing Donald Trump, even though, oh my God, I want to murder every single person who's saying Hassan is out of his depth. I want to murder them so fucking hard right now.
When we debate in the past, a lot of people don't have the context for this, but this also triggered me. I was good at not letting it show. Although that's why I did the big debate with Kamala. I was still like a gamer guy, right? Remember, nobody did politics on Twitch before I did for about 2 years, and I got shit on it by everybody for doing it because it was a website for gaming and sometimes IRL stuff. I don't know if that even started happening yet. So I was still known as like a gamer guy, and then when Hassan comes on after asking for debate advice, Hassan is like the real life politics guy. So when me and Hassan would debate, I had to kind of like navigate those debates really carefully because Hassan is supposed to be like the expert, and I think he's even credentialed, right? Doesn't he have like a degree in poli-sci or something? And I'm just like the gamer bro, and anytime somebody would say something implying that like Hassan didn't know something, my audience would push back against me saying, hey, you're being really disrespectful, and Hassan's audience would be like, oh, are you out of your depth on this? And I'm like, bro, I'm the politics guy, he's just a gamer dude. That was a little, yeah, it was a lot of...
Murder every single person who's saying Hassan is out of his depth. I want to murder them so fucking hard right now in a video game. Okay.
Damn, dude.
All right, I can't. There's too many. All right, so I don't have enough.
Not gonna lie, you sound so weird. Yeah, it's because I'm using a fucking Blue Yeti. All right. Notice how like even in this conversation, Destiny's fans immediately fucking rush to be like, oh, you're out of your depth. And I was 100% correct on this in this argument that I presented.
Why is he moderated? It's so crazy that he's going back 5 years to try to claim that he was right in some argument, and I don't even know if I really don't think he is. I mean, I guess if we hardcore got into the weeds, because he's saying, for instance, that Donald Trump. What did he say before? Donald Trump like got all the Republicans to vote for him, all the Republican support. And I would disagree with that, and I would say Donald Trump changed the Republican Party into the MAGA Party and like cannibalized the Republicans. That might be splitting hairs, and maybe we actually do fundamentally agree, and this is like a semantic distinction, although I think there's a real distinction in content here because of how we view it, but I don't know.
Papatay naman ako ng mga kamay. Oh shit!
Yet they vote for 90% of the things that Donald Trump wants. So obviously they're not that divided. Obviously
that's such a one-dimensional way of looking at it. Of course,
what are they divided on? That like they don't like Donald Trump's perspective? Like they don't like the way that he talks? Sure, but that doesn't mean that the party's actually divided. The party is very happy because the donors are very happy.
I wonder when he says party. I wonder if we're talking different things. It's like the party is not happy. The constituents were happy to become like part of like the MAGA movement, but the party itself was enraged. Establishment Republicans had no control over Trump. Trump would fight against so many like well-established conservatives. He was a bad lawmaker. He wasn't like able to pass legislation or anything. He was incredibly unpopular broadly in the electorate. He couldn't get anything done with Democrats. I don't think the party was happy with Trump at all. I mean, they got like court kicks, but if he just means like the voters maybe are. The voters were happy to become MAGA, yeah.
They're very happy.
The party's so happy because there are so many districts that went so heavy for Trump ended up swaying Democrat when it came time to vote for the midterms. Like there are tons of people in the Republican Party, these massive issues with Trump and his numbers.
And this was true also in 2022, where Trump candidates pretty dramatically underperformed for a variety of reasons, but you know.
The candidates that he's backed for some of these elections did not turn out the numbers that they expected him to. It was a monumental failure.
Yeah, because even to some extent, I think the Roy Moore stuff might have happened by this point as well, which was a big failure as well. Arizona and Nevada, I think both flipped, which were big deals. This is in 2019 though, right? So I don't know if the Georgia Senate stuff had happened yet. No, the Arizona Nevada stuff was these Senate and House races, or were these fuck, I don't remember.
The fuck is that shit?
But
for some of the Senate races.
Yeah, because Donald Trump is very divisive in the sense that a lot of people who normally wouldn't have voted are
useless,
now going out to
fine.
vote against Donald Trump. This is not to say that like Republicans are like, oh my God, I feel terrible about voting for Donald Trump, so I'm going to turn around and actually vote for a Democrat. No, there's just more people voting Democrat that didn't vote or that don't historically vote in midterms. That's what this is. It is absolutely nothing.
I'm always
to do
getting
with, like,
sidetracked.
It has absolutely nothing to
Then
do with like Trump
sidetracked.
policies or whatever.
Then
They just
sidetracked.
hate Donald Trump. There are a lot of Americans who find Donald Trump to be an incredibly divisive figure who's terrible, and they're right. They are absolutely right about Donald Trump being a divisive, terrible figure for American politics, and that's why they're going out and voting. That's why the unprecedented turnout.
All right.
And Republicans are not showing up because they're happy.
I feel like we're using like this feels like Bernie math right now. Like if Donald Trump goes out and the reason why less people went out to vote for Donald Trump was actually because Donald Trump was so good that people were so happy with him that they didn't go out and vote. I feel like we're in.
Yeah, that's historically what happens with the party the party that holds majority power. Yes.
It is true that the party that holds the majority power, or the party that wins the presidency, I think tends to lose.
Ooh, seller boy.
Midterms, I think that's usually true, but I don't
What's
think
up, my
people
man?
are happy. I think it's usually people have complaints about everything, right? Isn't
Why are you saying that?
Does the Blue
That's
Yeti actually
always
destroy
nice
base
to
like
you.
that? No. I don't know why he said it. He just,
I didn't punch you or
I don't
anything.
know how bass boosted his mic is now, or not. I don't know.
For the base, that works well for the voters. But the big stuff, like tax breaks, tax cuts for the corporations, these are things that they, by and large, care about more than the fucking immigration. You can just outsource your
You met us on in real life and heard him speak. What's his voice like? I don't know. It could also be they hit the. Oh no, it's not like he's EQ. Mike, it's a Blue Yeti. What does he sound like?
And haven't been able to get a contract for 3 years.
So I mean, here this is not like a bass boosted mic. So I mean, here you can hear his.
And haven't been able to get a contract for 3 years. And I saw these dudes, and I was like, these guys look like real fucking. I mean, they got the leather neck. You know what I mean? They look like cops, right? So I was like, these guys are brat enjoyers. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? Real Polish.
I don't know whatever voice he hears though. All of this.
you can outsource your labor regardless for the, and that's what these companies have been doing for a very long time anyway. But again, things that like undermining the EPA, undermining the education, undermining housing, like these aren't things that like people are looking for. Not focusing on infrastructure, like these aren't things that his base wants. He's doing this for big business. He's doing this for corporate interests.
Maybe.
Well, how can you say maybe? Who is the?
I don't know what like defunding education or whatever has to do with corporate interests. I can get with you on like the EPA and stuff.
Because if you defund education, all of a sudden you can make a justification not only for tax cuts, but further tax cuts, because every time, and it's called starving the beast. Every time you further undermine federal agencies.
No, I know. Yeah, I understand.
Okay,
Like,
so every time.
even if this was his goal, his way to do this wouldn't be nominated.
I should have leaned in harder. Well, I mean, at the time, we generally didn't know. But no, Trump's obsession with education, I don't think it's part of the Republican mainstream. I think it's like a weird, authoritarian, like, it's like, I want to be educated all the time.
What the fuck?
Betsy DeVos. It would be to do something more insidious. Like these aren't things.
Why does he hit hard?
Betsy DeVos is a perfect person. She has a track record of privatization and Michigan.
But I hit hard.
She's like always been an advocate for education. That's exactly.
Or depends on the attack. Ah, shit, yeah. Some attacks hit hard.
Okay. It just seemed like when I looked at his appointments, like Betsy.
And hindi na nga pala ako nagsasummons. Ano pinapatunayan ko? Wala.
Random shit putting in position.
Just getting better at the game by playing it more.
Appointment to the Department of Homeland Security, who's the guy that you got about Fox News this time.
Especially Betsy DeVos.
Did he literally do this with like a Secretary of Defense or something? Who's the guy that you saw in Fox News that he made?
Sorry,
like,
my man.
Chief attorney or something. Like, or what? Giuliani.
Fuck, I didn't repost
Because Giuliani's actually a really talented lawyer. Like he gets advice from this guy for like executive orders.
I know, but that has nothing to do with. I know, but yeah, no, Trump's a moron. I'm not sitting here and saying that he's actually intelligent.
You keep playing both worlds. You keep.
Shut up. I feel like Hassan comes across as more knowledgeable here, and I've seen him in the last 4 years. Well, yeah, I mean, like, he was in my ecosystem and atmosphere, and, like, we're having debates and arguments and stuff, so it's going to be more substantive than what he does on screen. Now he just does, like, pure fucking propaganda. Even though we disagree here, we're at least having, like, a decent conversation, right? Like, he knows names, he's talking ideology, we're talking implementation, we're comparing it to prior party, like, this is a different, this is, like, an actual conversation,
You can't tell me that Trump is a moron.
Isn't that what Trump's doing right now? To a certain degree, yes.
Yes, he is doing crazy, like not like big corporate stuff, but like crazy fasci, I guess, like authoritarian, like reprogram, re-educate people. Like
It's gotten way worse at this than the last time around. But you will see exactly what I mean here, okay? You will understand in a second when I describe it.
Trump is actually intentionally choosing the best.
Do you really think that Donald Trump is doing all of these on his own? Like, I don't understand. Why can't Trump be an absolute moron but still be a strong man, charismatic leader that appeals to Republicans?
Wait, so who is controlling Trump now? Now that
it's not a control thing. Like
there was people like crazy people like fucking Bannon who were ideologically driven, not like fake corporate driven.
You're a magical boy?
I feel like history is trying to do correct.
There are still handlers, aides, a load of advisors that are around Donald Trump that are giving him the cabinet appointments. Like he can't just turn. He's not like turning around and saying.
A lot of these used to come from Bannon, and then Bannon is gone now. So I don't know who's like the chief handler.
It was not Bannon.
Not just one person. It's not just like Steve Bannon isn't the only person capable of telling Donald Trump who to appoint for these positions.
I'm sure that please stop spanning about Brittany fucking Simon. No one cares. Holy shit.
Brittany Simon, weirdo YouTuber.
Well, no, now he listens to Fox and Friends.
No, it's not. Do you really think that Donald Trump exclusively sits in front of the television and like makes these decisions? And
he does. That's the saddest thing is, yeah, he literally does. He literally calls into fucking Fox and Friends and shit. Yeah, that's so sad, but it's true. He does.
Now there aren't aides.
I'm sure this is such like liberal brain right here, and it's like Donald Trump does not have anyone in his corner that's telling him like these are the guys that you need to appoint.
I'm sure that there are for things like the judiciary and stuff he's getting because he doesn't know anything about it. But like, yeah, Trump literally watches TV and gets like ideas and shit for the Pete Hegseth guy who's literally a Fox News host, right? Who's now possibly going to be our head of the DOD or whatever, right?
Just sitting there and exclusively getting his nose from Fox and Friends. I'm not saying he's not getting it from Fox and Friends, but if you think that like he wasn't firmly doing exactly what the Heritage Foundation and the American Enterprise Institute was telling him to do, you're out of your dang mind. Okay?
There are places. I'm sure that there are things that he does, like he tweets.
Passing a new budget. One of the biggest problems was that Pence walked in Congress and then came back to President Trump with a deal in hand that Trump already approved, but because he'd been listening to pundits on Fox News, he shot it down and sent Pence back to Congress telling him they
Oh, I feel like I remember this. This was a huge fucking backstep moment to Pence, wasn't it? Was this over the government shutdown or was it over something different? I think they had a budget that they approved in hand, and I think Pence ended up going to Trump with it. Yeah, and Trump was like, actually, I think this isn't good. And it took more time to, oh shit. Bro, Trump's presidency was bad and wild, and it's crazy to me that nobody remembers this.
All of Shabrira.
I'm pretty sure, didn't we have the longest government shutdowns in all of U.S. history under Trump? Let me check. Hold on. I don't want to make that up. When were longest government shutdowns?
Ta-da!
A significant included the 21-day shutdown of 95 and 96 during Clinton. Am I making this up for Trump? Maybe I am making it up. Wait, government shutdowns. The phone is Mr. Load. The dispute over the ACA. Oh, wait. The most significant ones included a 21-day shutdown from 95 to 96 during Bill Clinton's administration over opposition to major spending cuts, the 16-day shutdown in 2013 during the Barack Obama administration caused by a dispute over implementation of the Affordable Care Act, and the longest, the 35-day shutdown, 2018 to 2019 during Trump, was caused by a dispute over expanding barriers in the U.S.-Mexico border. So Trump had the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. It's crazy that people are like, it was a great presidency. Oh my God. How did I even forget this? This is also... Wait. Is funding the government through like budget reconciliation and stuff, is this stuff that can be done with simple majorities? Because Trump literally had, I believe in 2019, he still had both halves of Congress. So he had the House and he had the Senate. He had the House and the Senate! And they couldn't fund the government! Just like when they had the majority in the House under Biden, I think, right? A couple years ago? They had the majority in the House and they lost their speaker seat. Jesus Christ.
needed a new deal after Democrats and and Republicans have already made concessions for each other to agree on legislation. Yeah, Trump.
These two things are not mutually exclusive. He does both. He does it when he sees something and gets riled up and he tweets it out. But he absolutely, when he's making when these bigger decisions are happening, like that give him the people that he's putting in positions of power. Do you really think that Donald? Okay, let me ask you this much.
Okay.
As far as Supreme Court justices, how do you think Donald Trump chose? Do you think it was on Fox and Friends?
I am not sure. I don't know
I didn't know anything about it. So apparently there's like the FedSoc Society, I guess, are the people who makes like a ton of recommendations for judges and whatnot. But I mean, Trump has sycophants. So I don't know what the point of this is.
He went to the Federalist Society. First, you like this is how it works. You go to the.
But like judges and judge appointments are a lot different than like, is Trump representing like a mainstream corporate agenda for? Is Trump representing a mainstream corporate agenda for corporate America? I don't think it's true. There is one thing that Hassan could bring up right now, though, to reinforce this point a lot. That we're currently a subject argument here, but he's not going to know it. I'll wait a second. I'll see if he actually brings it up. But I don't think he knows. I don't think he follows any real politics anymore. So I don't know if he'll know it. Let's see.
Literally every single leak that has ever come from the White House, whether it's this has been written by that one guy. I should remember the name.
No, that guy's an idiot, dude. He's a fucking known liar. He's embellishing after shit. I know what you're talking about.
Wait, you think that whole book was just fake shit?
No, not the whole book, but like there's
Woodward. Do you think Woodward? Do you think everything else?
Not Woodward. No, not Woodward. Okay, we're talking about two different things. Then. I'm talking about. What is it? Fire and Fury. Who wrote that?
Yeah, that one might have been highly. Whatever the Woodward book was.
Oh my God! Even back then, I was having an issue with Bob Woodward versus Michael Wolff. Even back then, I was confusing Bob Woodward with Michael Wolff.
Hassan doesn't follow any. Hassan doesn't know anything about any politics. What Hassan should be bringing up is he should go, well, Destiny, remember how hard Donald Trump fought for his Supreme Court picks? Well, what's the classic Supreme Court cases that gave more leniency to the federal government being to regulate things? Chevron. And didn't they overturn it, Destiny? That was a huge case that they overturned. It basically upended all of business law. But he doesn't know the case, so he can't even bring that up as an argument in his favor. Because Chevron did get overturned because of Trump.
Holy shit.
That's so funny.
And Michael Wolff is
Ratatouille.
Bob Woodward is not. Bob Woodward, a lot of the things that he said. No, Bob Woodward is reputable. And I'm not saying that fucking Trump. I'm not saying that like the Trump administration isn't in chaos. But when it comes to like very important things, when it comes to cabinet appointees, or when it comes to things like Supreme Court justices, Trump is not that big of a fucking moron. He still understands that he needs to adhere to specific guidelines put in front of him, and that's exactly.
That's a pretty hard
this last year.
invasion.
2019. No, I'm saying that, Hassan right now could say, "Look, Destiny, I was right. Trump does care about the corporate shit. Overturning Chevron.
Hello, Viking.
Corporate interests. He could bring that up now, but he's not. He doesn't want to do it.
No, the Kavanaugh stuff was pretty iffy.
I need to avoid
getting
hit.
Safer pick on that.
I personally think that, but at that point they had the.
Oh shit! Yep, that's why. That's why I need to avoid getting hit.
Things heavily when they went with fucking Roy Moore and they lost that forever in fucking Alabama. I mean, no, it doesn't seem like they considered a law.
Yeah, no, it was. That was. I think that was fucking Steve Bannon. That was a strategic mistake by Steve
Bannon.
Drink, bitch. And he got punished.
Don't got any more.
What is Hassan hoping? I feel like this is. If somebody were to ask me, would Hassan show this conversation, I would speak with a high level of certainty that Hassan would not show this conversation to a stream. Am I supposed to look unhinged here or look crazy? I don't know if somebody listening would think that I necessarily got the better of him in that conversation, although someone in his audience literally said, isn't this kind of true now? And Hassan was like, yeah, kind of true. But I don't know what the point is of showing this full conversation to his audiences.
What led to this, watching this VOD? Well, it's a twofer. One, for a lot of people who say, like, watching this VOD, punished for it.
They asked.
Anyway, the point, what led to this, watching this VOD? Well, it's a twofer. One, for a lot of people who say, like, Hassan, you never debated Destiny, there are plenty of debates that you can go back and listen.
2019? What the fuck? Also, yeah, where's the commentary in this video? Like, why not tell your audience, like, these are all the insanely stupid, crazy, horrible things that Destiny said, like...
Listen to where I'm, like, trying to educate him on this stuff.
Fuck you, rats.
Oh my god, he's got such a... He's so insecure. Holy shit.
You will also see my consistency on the matter. You will see how wrong he was and how lived up he was. Okay?
What does any of this have to do with being wrong or lived up? Also, Hassan is giving, well, no. Because Hassan is giving the more lived up take. Because I am aiming it more in like a scary fascist direction, and Hassan is just keeping it like politics as usual, corporate supporter direction. But I guess you could argue it's like a leftist take to say that the president will be aligned with corporate interests, class interests, over like the proletariat or something. You could say.
Yeah, this has literally 70,000 views from fucking 2019, you know?
Okay.
But secondly, and perhaps more importantly, the reason why I pointed to this is because I wanted you to see that
Ayan na naman,
how
putang
Donald Trump
ina.
still maintains support from the institutional Republican Party. Okay? This isn't even...
Trump has the only, like, you have to support Trump or he'll destroy you.
Pero
It's not
ang
like
dry ng
institutional
hangin.
Republicans are happy
Feeling ko
about it.
napakalakas nung
Trump
ulan.
has fundamentally altered the party.
Like,
And you can see all the
ooh.
infighting. You can see the, like, how much Trump has torn the Republican Party apart.
in the best debate of yours? Probably not, but it doesn't even matter. Party.
Somebody,
Okay?
what did they
This
say?
isn't even the best debate of yours? Probably not, but it doesn't even matter.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Ooh.
my point is, Donald Trump still satisfies the needs of the corporate oligarchs. And this is the reason why this aged well after his election. Holy shit. I mean, everything I've said has aged well. If you go back far enough in time, you will hear me say the same exact fucking things over and over again for the past decade at this point. Okay? Anyway, yeah, I am not wrong, simply too early. History always ends up vindicating me, even though...
I am not wrong simply too early. That means that you're wrong. That's like saying, like, bro, what happened to all your shorts on Tesla? I know, man. I made the right call, just at the wrong time. Like, yeah, that's every prediction ever. Like, you say anything, it'll come true eventually. Like, what do you mean? Like, also, the claim has never been, Destiny and Hassan have never debated in the history of their whole lives. What are we even talking about here?
That's not necessarily a good thing, because all the bad things that I predicted end up happening. And,
He's riding
that
horseback.
sucks. Anyway, the point was, at the time, people were making it seem like this was
What's up, my man?
Donald Trump was a unique and very different type of Republican. And
He kind of is, yeah.
I maintain the position that
You think
he was not a
those
unique
pokey sticks are gonna hurt me?
Republican, but he was very much the same
Don't go away.
logical continuation
My swing.
of Republican mania.
He got
If
stuck
you-
in a tree.
Okay, since you refuse.
There is an underlying truth to what he's not right when he says it, because I don't think he understands why. Like, I think that there is an argument
Bye-bye.
to be made that the type
Bonk.
of concessions the Republicans made, the types of rhetoric Republicans engaged in,
That's very
the
vile.
behavior that the politicians and the culture exhibited, like, created the conditions possible for people like Trump to emerge, right? The Tea Party, I think, largely gave way to that. And
Great
that's
mass.
what it is, right? So that is correct, but he's making some other way different argument. And he's saying some other way different shit.
Use the platform, any Ukrainians, you should Aaron B yourself. Fire, fire, fire. You're worthless, tanky fans too. Ukraine over Palestine? What? I should self-immolate? Are you okay? You got the weirdest haters? It's funny because he's a Labour voting Chad. Anyway, moving on. Probably a British Labour supporter. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, but this analysis was prescient for the time, and it's gotten only worse. But the other thing I wanted to show you was the growth of fascism in this country. This is the reason. This is from Trump's Make America Great Again rally. This is last rally, I believe, before the 2020 election. Why I closely track Trump's rhetoric and his followers is because I understand the long-term consequences of this kind of messaging being successful, especially within the Republican Party. It's not just about watching like a dude who these... Wow, good point.
Aren't you gonna pop out or something?
Senate Judiciary...
If I buy everything Hassan is saying here, and he was educating...
Fuck you in the hand.
Why would he not continue to...
Boom. Crystal bud.
Really makes you think.
Okay, no. First of all, message to YouTube. If you're watching this and not support anything Jalen has said,
What?
never encourage self.
No.
Okay.
So big.
they know their own name.
I hate these enemies. I just usually fucking run. I don't know why I stayed.
Check this kind of like psych ward. Alright, so apparently, you guys probably remember Jay Lin. Maybe you don't. Jay Lin was an insane commentary channel trans individual who was very leftist back here.
No.
Initially, Jay Lin got big off of making like just pure slop. Their name was Jaden previously. They made pure slop about like Dream, Technoblade, whatever else. But then they kind of had like a serious downward spiral. Not really.
Stay away from me, you
and
rapist.
They basically lost their mind. They were really mad at certain people for like being edgy, but then they also, I think they called this black kid from Augie's community the N-word on Discord, which is really funny. Apparently they had an insane debate the other day. I don't really even understand what's going on here with this debate. I didn't know Jalen was still up there.
What the fuck is this?
I can't even find their channel. Jalen
Stop laying down. I can't hit you.
In 3 months, they changed their channel to inactive. And it looks like the latest thing they did is they streamed 7 months ago.
Oh shit.
Looks like they tried to have a bit of a comeback and then they completely just, it didn't really work. Turkey Time's canceled, loser, creep, racist, based. It's all true. But you're gonna see this debate from them. Why aren't you subscribed? Good point. I gotta get it. I'm curious to see what this debate was because I heard it was absolutely insane. I don't even know what the debate was over. 37 minutes is what she calls it.
I'm not transphobic. I've done like a lot of research into the trans shit because I'm a soy fucking freak.
And just to clarify, I'm not endorsing or denying Morale's arguments that he's made. Because as I said, I have to read letting him explain his position here. So I just want to clarify that. But oh wait, hold on, I'm adding you to the call. Jalen. Okay, Jalen just joined. And all right, what were you saying, Jalen?
What was I saying?
Yeah, what were you saying? Morale's what?
This before Jalen's even here, this sounds like a fucking Spurs fest, to be honest with you.
What?
I was gonna say he's a. Whoa! Okay. Great. Well, enjoy the censorship in the bot. He's a capital F.
What? Okay.
Jalen, you do understand doing the Schrodinger's shit like after a serious conversation is probably not the best, right?
I don't give a
fuck. Okay. Oh shit.
Wait.
Like, you can sit here and be all Reddit, be like, actually, hypothetically, you can't do this. I don't give a fuck.
That's
I don't give a fuck about your dumb debate lord tactic.
That's not a debate lord tactic. He's just calling what happened. You were just making serious arguments in the chat, and now that in this call right now to confront you with this position, you're pretending like you don't care. It's like the feigned like withdrawn, I'm just trolling, whatever. So like make your arguments that you were making in the chat now that Morale is here.
Your position is objectively wrong. I don't think it could be objectively
Fuck you too!
It's objectively wrong.
Didn't hit me, bitch.
Whoa! Jeez, chill out, bro. Chill out, man. It's fine. What is going on? The debate hasn't even started. You're already going gamer mode? The debate literally has not even begun. What is going on? Okay.
What do you think about the cash report?
I think you are
debate, bro.
Why eugenics is a good thing. I think people like you should be removed from the gene pool.
Ooh.
What? Jalen, why are you so mad? What is even going on? You haven't even debated anything of substance yet? We're already getting into this? You probably is going to say the end. What is going on, man? It just started. It hasn't even begun. You should not be able to procreate.
Sure, Jalen, there are multiple reports that suggest allowing minors to transition isn't of itself immoral.
Yeah, that's okay. So the debate itself is over the topic of minors and if they should be allowed. I mean, I would probably fall on the side of everyone who shouldn't be allowed to transition. The reason why would be, I have the standard that minors can't consent to sex. I would probably have the same position that I would probably carry that over to minors probably can't consent to like life-altering hormone therapy or surgery that could affect them forever. The chance that they could really regret that in the future is really high. I don't doubt that, for those who are genuinely trans, it's possible they could genuinely experience gender dysphoria or whatever when they're underage, but I would still probably hedge my bets on not letting them transition.
Runar.
Especially because like a big argument I've heard from a lot of the leftists is like, oh, well, you can always reverse the hormone therapy. You can always reverse it. Like, therapy will just resume as soon as you're off it. That just doesn't make sense. Like if you interrupt puberty from a critical age of like let's say 10 or 18, you interrupt puberty, then you get off. And
the sword of night and flame.
You're not going to be able to.
A magic fire sword.
It can affect your height. It
can
affect your tits. It can affect your.
Yeah, the magic fire physical.
Obviously, it's not going to be. It's not going to be exactly the same.
Not particularly helpful.
It's kind of an insane talking point to say that there's no fucking there's no fucking long-term effects of taking hormone therapy during your, prepubescent years, right? I'm only 5'10".
Guys, November 17 na, baka nakalimutan yung magbayad ng bills.
My dick probably wouldn't.
You know?
Fake news. That's not fake news. That's why
It literally is. It literally is.
giving minors hormones in the UK is illegal because of this.
Yeah, because of fake news.
They did like studies.
Yeah, those are fake studies. You're falling for propaganda. Those are fake studies.
I don't believe it is.
They are fake
But
studies.
how is it fake? You have to follow that up with something.
Those are fake studies. We have the actual fucking studies. Look it up.
Wait, do you think...
Okay, if you're gonna enter a debate like this, I feel like it's crazy to even hold Jalen to this kind of standard, because Jalen's just insane.
Whoa, don't shoot me, I'm a nice guy. Fuck you.
You need to have something to back it up, okay? Like, are the guys arguing in the negative? That's because you're arguing in the affirmative that kids should be able to transition. Are they giving like the best info right now? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe they haven't shown study, they haven't seen the entire stream. But if you're going to come in here, you probably need to have some kind of justification for your position, rather than just saying it's fake. Why is it fake? Well, it's just fake. Look it up. It's like, okay, you're the one making the claim, right? Kids can't get tattoos, but can do that. I mean, I don't actually know what policy is in the United States. I don't know how people in the United I don't know what doctors say you can or can't do. I don't know if you can medically transition as a child in the United States. I'm actually curious. Can you medically transition as a minor in the United States? I guess it's probably state by state. Let's see here. We'll go over this AI overview.
Boom, doggy. Holy shit. They're resistant to my heavy duty. Nope. Die.
Gender
Achong.
These cases include when the surgery is deemed medically necessary if the minor has been consistent with their gender identity for years, and they have undergone informed consent discussions with their parents and doctors. I guess the problem
Surprise, motherfucker.
I generally don't believe
Bye-bye.
especially the younger they get, can like have it for consent. I don't really get it. Hormone treatment. The Endocrine Society recommends waiting until adolescents to give informed consent, which generally recognizes age 16. That's why they accepted that starting before age 16 is appropriate in many cases. Really. As of February 2024, 23 states have laws and policies that ban or severely limit gender-affirming care for minors. Some states have laws that can punish healthcare professionals who provide gender-affirming treatment to minors with prison time. Others have accepted for minors to based on non-treatment care. Insurance, Medicaid companies are prohibited from reimbursing.
Combo.
So I guess it's kind of a state-by-state thing around the country right now.
Do you think proving a hypothesis involves like one study?
What are your studies? I'll type them into ChatGPT right now, and it'll probably fucking debunk them. So what are your fucking studies?
The issue with giving ChatGPT stuff is you're going to give it to it and then be like, debunk this, and it's going to have the prejudice.
ChatGPT is objectively right, though.
It's not.
It is.
ChatGPT is objectively right. I know I just used an AI answer on Google. Okay, I know I just did. I don't think you should 100% trust that. But when you're in a debate saying ChatGPT is objectively right, and there's definitely cases when it is wrong, and ideally you would just okay, so like if you find a Google search for information that can be useful sometimes, obviously, not. But if you're in a debate conversation saying, well, I found this Google search that says I'm right, it's generally not going to be advantageous, especially when very
This might be stupid, but I'm gonna fuck him up either way. Regardless.
5 different universities that are highly respected, that have never been challenged, that haven't been reviewed, right, and a bunch of people that are going to show your argument. You're going to want to show that.
You hit my head, man.
You can't comprehend the long-term effects of actually that's the penal system for them. I think it's the long-term effects of your position. It's silly, got it.
Because
Trolls Night Sword. Is that a nice sword or magic?
So it's going to get sources that debunk it, no matter the validity.
It's homosexual.
Jalen, fight for your position. Fight for your position. This is a pathetic display.
This guy is representing no fucking idea what
Then refute his position.
I'm not a fucking debater. I don't know what the.
You just came in here to do a debate. What do you mean?
I'm not a debater. I'm a debate lord.
Chat arguing with these people. You came on a stream to seemingly justify your position, then you came in and just told them to end their lives and called them and that's it. Like, if you're in here, why are you not going to justify how you feel? Or at least, like, link a video that shows that is the video that convinced you, or link the study that convinced you, rather than just being like, well, I'm just in here. What's up? I'm not a debater. So stupid.
Wait, hold on. I'm not.
Huh, you think that scares me?
I'm not asking.
Ah, why are you here and on the Halley tree? Like, you're supposed to be in just one location. Why are you recycled, my man?
My position is the objectively true moral fucking position.
Hey!
healthcare plan for minors with gender dysphoria. This is
Yeah.
a study that has been reviewed. This is
Holy shit, what does he do?
currently in effect the way it now you want to see
That's a lot of swords. Ah!
puberty blockers or if they take it or something.
Shit, I missed.
They're gonna have irreversible effects. Same exact consequences if they go through the wrong puberty.
Dead. Just pure bonk. Biggity bonk. Bonk, the bonk, the
Multiple
bonk.
countries have done multiple different forms of research, and they've come up with different things, like entirely. Like we still don't understand what a transgender individual is fully.
Yeah,
we don't get it. Like we don't know that.
The two options are either you transition or you.
Whoa! False dichotomy, false.
Okay, they're not the only two options. I don't know how much more elaboration I need there. They're not the only two options. You could choose to not transition and be alive and not do that. I feel like this is a very hyperbolic thing to say.
Can I try to?
Do you want kids
Go ahead.
themselves? Is that what you want? Are you in support
Jesus.
of the murder of children?
Why is this always the argument from the other side when you have these kind of conversations? And these people aren't even saying, I hate trans people, I hate them all, they all need to get out of here, fuck them all, like it's not real. That's not even what they're saying. They're just like, you know, when it comes to kids, we need to have concerns around it, and there are valid concerns, and there are studies that show the opposite of what Jalen is claiming the medical consensus is. And like Jalen's response is just like, well, then you want kids to die. And it's like, no, that's not what they said at all. That's not even close to what they said.
You want kids to
From all, Jalen is like a stereotypical insane trans person that's gonna get clipped by, you know, every fucking. I mean, Jalen probably won't because they're too irrelevant, but these kinds of takes are what gets clipped by like Ben Shapiro and then just like used to fucking destroy the left consistently. It hasn't been used for the past like 8 years to destroy them, right? If you're gonna argue for this position and be serious and want to be serious, it's kind of ironic to say that because Jalen's an insane person. But if you want to do that, then you should try to at least be like more measured in your responses. And like if you believe something, like show why you believe it and like be able to have a substantive conversation rather than whatever this is.
Sure, from all the research that I have done, being transgender is not the sole reason that transgender children themselves.
It is a big proponent as to why.
I have not seen any evidence to suggest that. From what I have seen, it is social ostracization. So if we want to fix transgender individuals themselves, we could probably stop socially ostracizing them. And when you use rhetoric like, when you transition, you become ugly unless you transition when you're a minor, things like that are probably harmful because it puts in a harmful rhetoric that like trans people are ugly unless...
True. It is true.
You can't just say it's true. You have to follow it up with something. That's how you argue your position.
It's true because I said it.
Jalen, you're using...
Okay, so they're not even trying. It's true because I said it. Because they know they're doing that, so they don't care. Jalen is at the bottom of the barrel of the commentary community, I guess. I don't really know what you would say. The bottom of the barrel of whatever this area is of the internet. And think about it, Jalen a couple years ago was getting millions of views talking about Tommy Innit, Jaden Animation, the vegan teacher, right? Not even that long ago, just a couple years. Even 1 year ago, they had a big Mr. Beast video. And now, this is where Jalen's at. Debating people in Aiden's Spurg stream. Shout out to Aiden, by the way, but this is a Spurg stream.
Harmful rhetoric, though. These are things that could get a transgender individual...
Alberts.
Good base. Good.
Okay. So the thing is, like, my question here is, and I'm coming in as neutrally as possible. My question here is
What
there
the
not
fuck is
also
that?
studies that show like a heavy
Okay, my man?
comorbidity between gender dysphoria and things like
what
depressive
the
disorders,
fuck does that
anxiety
do?
disorders, autism, which like all on their own like increase like the risk for like suicidality. So how do we know whether or not like the numbers in regards to like you know like for, as Morales said, like if there are confounding variables like social ostracization or like
I hate this stuff, like super duper.
Disorders, and how do we know it's like the dysphoria itself that's causing suicidality?
See?
Because when someone
Cheater!
to transition, their depressive rates or anxiety tends to go down.
Okay. Do you have a response to that?
Not a direct one. There have been cases that I've been able to find where simply going to therapy can get rid of gender dysphoria.
That's
the individual
conversion therapy. That is a form of torture.
Okay, so there are cases are wrong.
Stop biting me. Ah.
I don't care. I know they're wrong.
Once again, not. Maybe if you're like the most well-researched content creator, streamer of all time, you can be in a position to say something like this confidently and not get destroyed for it. But like, Jalen's just saying that it's true. Anytime someone's saying something contradictory, they're like, well, my science is right, and I'm right, and that was right, yours is wrong. That's wrong. Prove it. Help. But just say something. Just say something. Have some kind of justification.
Understand how that's probably bad for you.
Fucking dog!
You know what's
Fuck you! Ah! The fucking dog, baby!
Let's like tone it down a little bit here, okay? You sound kind of mad.
Yeah, I am mad because this motherfucker wants to come up here and act like he knows shit when he doesn't fucking know anything.
I have looked into it. You are so more than you have.
Okay, well, if you know it, then just if you know that he doesn't know anything, just prove it. Just prove it. Justify your position here, man. Come on. There's got to be some kind of backing you have for your position if you believe it's so ardent and you believe the research is settled science. You got to have some kind of fucking explanation, man. Come on. First of all, a message to YouTube. If anybody from YouTube is watching this and not support anything Jalen said, damn it, I'll never encourage self-harm. Okay. And on top of that, I almost just feel bad for Jalen at this point. It's like so pathetic. It's so pathetic. I don't even know if they know their own name at the moment. They're so terribly mentally ill. I don't know if this person can ever recover.
Are they dead now?
Seriously see a therapist.
They're gonna wake up?
Kind of like
Give it to me.
You're so fucking full of
Go
yourself.
useless.
Hey, Jalen, I've come in here with studies, with things that I want to discuss.
Yeah, your studies are wrong.
Sure, your only response is you should do yourself. Like you're acting all big dick and you don't know what you're talking about.
Objectively yourself.
Whoa! Stop!
Yourself.
Stop! No! No! It would not.
Oh, I think this is gonna be the big guy with the gravity magic.
Like he's compared to like transphobes that will just come in here and like make fun of you.
Let's go, gravity magic guy. I'm gonna beat you up.
And he just wants to have a dialogue. Contentious like social or medical issues is like having a dialogue.
I don't think Jalen's
Repost.
completely like stupid. They could probably, if they believe the shit in the first place, they probably like, they were talking about studies, like, honestly, they're probably idiot. They probably just video of it and they didn't think that there was no quality.
You move pretty fast for a big guy.
If you're gonna even get into this thing, have some kind of justification. This guy's not
What do?
Jalen is having it all. Were they in the Jalen conversation with the Cheeto from a year ago? I like very vaguely remember.
Elden
Known
Ring.
for getting it right. And I don't think there's anything.
Who's Femyos? Did I talk to this person at one point? I don't know. Femboy destroys Femboy haters hate. The truth about Bosch and Nicholas Diori. No, I'm not. We get the idea behind whatever's going on there.
Nothing inherently wrong with him, like questioning certain facets of this, and he's doing.
Oh yeah, my name is Femyos. I'm here to debate you. I remember that. I remember that.
Very respectfully. So I don't understand why this is like making.
Yeah, no, I don't play this game. I'm not gonna sit here and this guy advocates for basically genocide.
He's not.
And to be okay with that. Yeah, I'm mad.
He's not advocating for genocide. It's not happening. Saying that you think there are problems around minors transitioning is not advocating for genocide. If anything, it's advocating for the opposite. It's advocating for the concerns. And if you're able to provide evidence for your side, it's so true and based, then just pull it out. It's got to exist somewhere.
Because this guy's a fucking racist. And I don't want to stay here and
To be very clear,
I'm listening right now. You're in the call.
not advocating for any form of genocide.
Yeah, that is basically what you're doing. So you can sit here and claim that you're not, but it
hold on, Jalen, I don't think if you don't give children who are transgender chemicals, and I don't think they're just going to automatically kill themselves. I don't think there's any evidence to suggest that. And I think you having that opinion that if you just don't give trans people chemicals, they're automatically going to kill themselves is extremely small-minded and honestly very harmful to what a transgender individual is. A transgender individual is way more than just hormones. There is way more that goes on with a transgender individual than just getting HRT and then growing fucking fake tits or whatever, right? There is so much more, and it is so incredibly complicated. You can't just be like, oh, if they don't get chemicals, they're going to kill themselves. That is not how that works at all.
So you're in favor of the whole like self-ID bullshit where it's like, oh, you don't even need dysphoria to be trans. Oh, you don't even need to transition.
I don't know how you can come to that conclusion at all. I think you have to have gender dysphoria to be trans. Mm-hmm. How did you
I'm not even attacking you, fuck off!
Because it just sounds like you're
because I said that being transgender is more complicated than just hormones?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Jalen,
I apologize, I'm extremely confused. I go ahead.
Jalen, by not arguing for your position, you realize you're gonna like lead people to assuming his.
I don't care. I'm not a
Alright, I think
debater. I already told you I'm not.
I'm not a debater. I'm not here to debate. We're really done this debate. I think we get the idea.
Bye.
I I doubt Jalen's going to come around at any point in this debate and just have the best research available they could possibly have on this issue.
What happened to your neck, man?
Yeah, it seems like Jalen.
You guys okay?
Jalen is still wherever this wave is. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I honestly, despite how violent person Jalen is and how stupid they are, I hope that
nothing inside.
they come around. I hope they someday, I don't know, become a normal person or something, or at least stop.
Didn't expect nothing.
For no game. By the way, in a Discord debate that happened with Gamma, Jalen says she views Bosch just not as good resources. Well, they definitely.
Hello.
Like really smart,
I don't want to fight you because you just disappear.
The best debate of all time.
Bye,
It's not
doggies.
even a debate. I just want to talk to you, dude. It's like I don't like ever since our last conversation, you like I don't know where the malice is coming from. It's coming from you. You're malicious.
So how am I wait. So if you think
You're malicious.
a white guy started
Dun,
debating
dun,
black
dun,
guys,
dun,
actually
you're
looking into
malicious.
the data, black people have a very low IQ, or black people commit more crimes. You think that it wouldn't be justified for the black person to get pissed off?
That's not even close to what's happening here. That's not even close, because the science on that is relatively settled. The science on this is not settled, Jalen, at all. There's a lot of contention around it. It's one of the most, contentious political issues of our time, okay? Trump, Vance, and Kamala were talking all about this shit in the lead up to the election.
Siggity-wiggity hammer.
In Tim Walz, obviously this is going to be a contentious issue. Right? It's a very political issue. People are very divided between the right and the left on it. And even within the right and the left, there's a lot of contention within those circles around what should be available medically for minors position. So obviously there's going to be a conversation around it. So if you have this position, you should be willing to debate it. If you come on a debate stream,
Even if they were being nice and respectful?
Okay, I want to use the hypothetical you've given me, right? If the black person in this case was intelligent or smart, right? They could look at that and be like, okay, well there is a reason that those countries exist. There is a reason why black people predominantly have lower IQs. It's because they've been put in situations which lead them to receiving lower IQs. They don't get a lot of education. They live in on areas, right? I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm just saying in this world, in this hypothetical that you've created, there is a situation in which the black person could have a productive conversation with the white person without it getting hostile.
Hindi niya naririnig pero yung tumutugtog yung Dota.
So respectful. I don't necessarily agree with you, but you were being
I mean, I don't expect you to if you've not done. Yeah. Don't blindly believe in
it. But you were not it seems like you're being pretty good faith about. I don't understand. So just so everybody knows, because Jalen is still in the call. You just heard Jalen apparently from that said say fuck you, and then
what is going on? That's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that. Probably conservatives versus liberal from Jubilee. That sounds kind of boring, to be honest with you. I really don't want to watch that. I kind of don't care. It was an accident. How was it an accident? She did not sell Parmesan extension bit. So are you saying she lied? She says later she accidentally cut her hand when she punched out the drywall. I doubt that. Jesus, though. I gotta get out of there. I had to get out of there. That was not good. That was not good at all. I disavow. Jesus.
Fucking Minesweeper.
Came undone, so she already punched the wall before? Are there 10 different fucking explanations for it? What is going on here? Okay, well, I guess I did miss that part. Jesus. Clip farming? I don't know what that was. I don't want to speculate too hard on it. I don't know what that was. Oh my god. That was cancer. Moo time? Yeah, it's moo time, dude. It's totally moo time. Wow. All aid for additional context? He's not answering. She goes and now recording later to explain it. To be honest, I don't really care for the explanation. I don't really want to. I don't need to know more. I honestly don't need to know more. I feel like I have all the info I need to know. I don't really need to listen to this 7-hour-long episode for it. Jesus. All right. Well, what's the next round? Hopefully, it doesn't involve any kind of punching drywall. You guys want to watch? Jesus. That was absolutely insane. I didn't think Jalen could get more nuts, but they did. They actually did. So essentially, Jalen did actually self-harm. It was just playing up for attention for his effect. Aiden called back, and it was clarified. She even walked it back in the same stream. He called me. Yeah.
I haven't been watching this.
I got to the part where Jalen said that they did something bad to themselves, and then I tapped out. It might be TOS or whatever, and I was just like mortified. What happened?
So we're sitting in the call, and you can't really hear it on stream. You have to turn up the audio to really hear it, which is Chud did that. But essentially, you hear like a thumping sound, and then it kind of sounds like Jalen's grunting, and then I hear like a fuck you in the background. In my mind at first, I didn't know what the hell was happening, obviously, and then Jalen comes back and he's like, I cut my hand. So the first thing my mind goes to is, I'm leaving the call. Like I can't do this. And then I find out that that's actually not what happened. Jalen says I didn't cut myself, so I joined briefly, and Jalen kind of does this like Joker mode, kind of feigned like I thought it was a little put on, like acting a little nuts, like people laughing and stuff. So I left again. It turns out Jalen had punched a desk or something. Something was punched, and yeah, their stitches came off. They had stitches in their hand from something else, and
do you know what something else was? Or they punched the wall prior?
I don't know. Well, they have punched the wall prior. Here's this to pull up. Here's this screenshot that somebody sent to me. This is not from.
I fucking hate this game.
There's like apparently like a history of this. Apparently a history of just like punching shit. I was not expecting it to go like that. I was not expecting
Bojack. All the irony, I broke a piece of wall, I blocked and fixed the wall, I made the last time I lost it. Swearing I was so close to smash my eye from the chest to take a firm handle on that one, I was glad I do we know anything about like Jalen's living situation right now, or what's going on with him personally? I think I heard last time they obviously got a dispute with a roommate, but I don't remember what it was over. It was some kind of allegation.
Their roommate convinced them to invest 25,000 to crypto or Dogecoin or something, and they like lost it all. And the roommate is like this person that believes they're like a super genius that like needs to take DMT to like unlock their full potential. Absolutely insane person, and they admit it like on camera, like teasing people or whatever. But Jalen apparently is not living with that person anymore. Apparently got a job, which I was like, okay, that's kind of a W. Jalen left the internet, got a job. Like maybe it's all upturned from here. And then I hear Jalen's back, sending messages to people about Trump's victory on Discord, in like servers, in general.
So the sleeper cell insane behavior of an activated, basically.
Yeah, talking about like how honestly she'd rather like the Middle East get bombed than like Trump win again. It was absolutely insane. And then Jalen, listen, I wasn't like a big Trump. I wasn't a Trump guy, but Jalen was like then messaging me like 3 days after the fact, 3 days later, and I'm still crying.
You personally?
Yeah, I'm not. Just so you know, Jalen. I later found out Jalen sent me like 70 uninterrupted DMs after this all went down. Jalen's like, I thought you were my friend. And it's like, I don't talk to this person, like, ever. Like, we've spoken on stream a few times, and, like, if Jalen DMs me, like, I respond to everyone who DMs me, generally, unless it's, like, something crazy. But like, Jalen was under this impression that we're, like, good friends, which is just not the case at all. So I don't know what was going on there. But
I mean, if I had to guess, Jalen is a mentally ill person who just assumes that anyone they've talked to, they aren't immediately shitting on them at that point in time. Probably is their friend, so they probably have some kind of. I mean, even if they don't really think that, they're just trying to get like sympathy bait and being like, "Why are you being mean to me? I'm your friend." Or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yep. And the worst I was expecting was like, I thought, okay, maybe we'll have like a funny dialogue between two people with opposing positions or like whatever. I was not expecting that to happen because it's never happened before, at least until like somebody sent me that tweet after the fact. I've never not expecting that to happen at all. That's the craziest moment I think like I've ever like seen at like a stream or a debate that I've been through. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was happening. It's not TOS. Chud played it and everything. There's no like actual self-harm. But Jalen was like trying to like do this thing where she was like trying to like make me believe that they were self-harming. I don't know. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened. Bad day.
You're not gonna have Jalen on your stream again?
Unfortunately. Unfortunately not. Like everybody has their own debate strategy. That's the weirdest debate strategy I've ever seen. But you know, I don't think it's gonna work for any debates I host in the future. So sorry, Gail, I'm not happy to come back.
Well, what's going on with you, buddy? How's life?
It's good. It's good. I came back. I'm trying to build up my. I'm trying to build up a streaming career now. Starting from the bottom again. Trying to work my way back to the top. 6 days in, and that happened. So other than that, everything's pretty good. Everything's good. And you? I saw some people were like shitting on you or something. Did that resolve itself?
I mean, there's always something. It is what it is. Not too.
Oh, that's fair enough.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh shit! Appreciate it. Hope you have a good day.
Get up, take care.
5 seconds remaining.
Damn, that was sad. That was. I don't even want to keep shitting on it. This person's just insane. This is his YouTube channel. It's Aiden Underground. This is it. You can see it. Aiden Underground. Looks like he's got a few streams under his belt recently, so if you enjoy it.
There was a little period of time that I took note of with all of you, where Marjorie Taylor Greene seemed to be less present politically. She sort of went a little bit quiet, and my suspicion was that someone had requested for her to just don't go as crazy right before the election, because you'll remind people of what the GOP now endorses, and we don't want that, okay? Well, the election's over, so she's back. She's proudly being as crazy as she'd like to, and that's what I want to check in on here. There was a hearing on how to prevent and respond to a potential future pandemic. Understanding how poorly prepared, in part because Trump threw out the Obama-era initiative that was supposed to make us prepared for a potential pandemic, because we've been suspecting this could happen, and we're not as prepared as we should have been during the COVID-19. So let's make sure that doesn't happen again. But as I'm sure you feel, I don't know if MTG is the best person to sort that out. And I want to show you first some of what she was saying, then get to Democratic Congressman, friend of the show, Robert Garcia, who had a chance to speak and got into a little bit of a back and forth with Marjorie Taylor Greene. So let's get into this. Again, this is on reflecting on COVID, looking forward, future pandemics, how do we prevent, how do we respond, and Marjorie Taylor Greene is one of the worst and least qualified.
This was in the bag the day.
While you're watching,
Prepare
please
for
click the
battle.
subscribe button if you haven't yet. We are very close to 1 million subscribers. I do appreciate that, especially given that the growth has started back up. There was that little post-election dip of interest. We're feeling so disconnected. I know some people are still wanting to disconnect because it's painful the moment we're in, but a lot of you are choosing not to, and I appreciate that greatly.
The hearing today is titled Preparing for the Next Pandemic, Lessons Learned in the Path Forward. I think one of the greatest lessons that has been learned here is the government and its powerful agencies should never use the American people's hard-earned tax dollars to create viruses that can be unleashed on the world like COVID-19 was. This led to killing millions of people all over the world. COVID-19 was funded using the gain of function in a biolab in China, and then it was lied about. Dr. Fauci lied to the American people, abusing his power and position and role, very powerful role, paid for by the American tax people. He lied and many, many people died. Not only that, schools were shut down, people's jobs were shut down, employment was ended, small businesses were shut down. Life, as everyone knew it, was shut down. This caused violations of people's First Amendment rights, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. People couldn't even go to the beach. Then suicide hit record highs. And the saddest thing is there was record suicide rates seen among children, and a mental health crisis released on Americans like never before.
These will show the path to victory. Okay, so she continues going through. And the gain of function talking point that we spent a while on before.
Misanthrope.
Dismantling details so that you understand how they get to these bonkers conclusions. It does take time to leave that in the past every day. But quickly put, she's radically misleading people in life. I don't like using with Republicans the they lied to people. because
Bobo ka eh.
there's a lot of magnitude that goes along with such a phrase. And we're always dealing with policies that, if you study them, lead to more or less death. Putting that on a person can get dangerous quickly because people then morally justify themselves. And so I don't like that. But if she's going to say Fauci lied and people died, if anyone lied and caused deaths because of those lies, a reminder that it was Republicans. The Independent reminds us almost twice as many Republicans than Democrats died. A COVID study says the gap in death rates between the parties grew substantially after the vaccines were introduced. The Marjories of the world were out there telling people, you should take it, it's not safe, they're going to force it.
That sheds a tear for Radiant's courier.
Misleading people.
Metaphorically speaking,
And
Axe
then
does not
you
actually
spike in the
cry.
mortality rate among Republicans compared to Democrats because so many of them have been misled about the proper way to respond to that law. And so is the list of things that she's going through that was very was her publicly contradicting with no evidence everything because it got her clicks, generated outrage. Was that the way to get us out quickly from that crisis? No. Because how did we get out of it? An adult came into office and took it much more seriously and ended up making it possible to stop the lockdown and stop the restrictions. That's a very simple summarization of a very complicated few years. But the lies actually made it harder to get out of such a painful situation when these different protocols were in place. And then did certain leaders make bad decisions, or were they hypocritical? We're going to shut down this, but not this. Scientific decisions.
Ewan ko na lang kung magreklamo pa sila na walang report.
For sure. And hold those people accountable for opinions. But that doesn't mean that the Fauci were misleading people.
Dyer's courier has been slain.
Patay mo!
Children were not at risk of being hospitalized or dying from COVID-19, yet children became one of the worst victims of the malpractice and abuse of power by your agencies and by people in charge in many cities and states and government. It was absolutely horrendous.
What ultimately she gets into, but she goes on to say that we've seen her shouting about this before, crimes against humanity, Fauci in jail, all because either she's overtly misleading people about the facts of the situation, or just genuinely doesn't have enough brain cells to rub together. Here's Robert Garcia.
On day one. I'm going to show, this is from ABC News, the headline that just appeared a few days ago. So we're talking about pandemic preparedness, with all due respect to the committee and the fact that we're considering to bring somebody on with no scientific or medical credentials, who's falsely claimed for decades of vaccines cause autism, who has quite frankly said just outrageous comments about science and medicine. That this person would come in to gut the NIH, I think is shameful. I think it's shameful. And Ms. Green, you can clap all you want, but it is shameful, it's dangerous. This committee for pandemic prevention. We should be
Axe does not pick sides.
That our
Axe is on your side.
Of health, which is a vaccine denier, and has caused great harm to the American public. I want to say just finally that I'm very concerned that someone that wants to gut the NIH, HHS, and other services could be put in charge of health of any kind.
Yeah, and there he's talking about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I want to talk about that as well. Did you heard my she didn't know not much is going on.
No!
She if we took her premise, which we shouldn't, but that they're just so corrupt and they purposely did a pandemic to do stuff. Why would the solution be to gut them? Wouldn't you just want to improve them, but not necessarily get rid of them or completely defund them? Because they know the reason we have agencies like the NIH, whatever, is to serve triage a particular purpose and to look out for the well-being of Americans. Do they always do that perfectly? Why not? That doesn't mean that March of the Green's way is a better way. I'd rather have Fauci in charge, even if he instead of with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Trump has announced that after years of anti-science advocacy, which is stuff that Trump in the past has contradicted. Trump wanted to get credit for Operation and getting the vaccine. He actually got any sort of office now, but he definitely believed that the vaccines were safe and effective. And that's why he wanted to take credit when he got fooled, so he stopped bringing it up, but he definitely
trabaho ko yun.
He's picking the guy who's made a career of, among other things, but one of the things that's very damaging to him is of pushing anti-vaccine and
your bottom tower is under attack! Dire structures are fortified!
Came in, bolstered anti-vaccine.
Axe is glad that your bottom tower is not Axe's problem!
Led to a lot of vaccinated, extremely heartbreaking. Apparently that had changed his view. And now Robert F. Kennedy gets confirmed by the Senate or is put into a recess appointment will be in charge. Put the guy who has a terrible track record on health expertise in charge of American health.
Science on many Blue Heart Fountain. Tiny infinitesimal amounts of mercury in parts per billion will cause profound neurological injury in children. It's
Your middle tower is under attack!
You can cross the Alps to Switzerland. You can hide in an attic like Anne Frank did.
Gratitude.
The mechanisms are being put in place. I will make it. 5G.
By the way, at least you could hide in an attic, but now in modern day America, it's even worse because you can't hide.
Your top tower is under attack! Your top tower is being hacked to pieces! Your top tower is under attack!
Tropa, ginagawa mo, tropa, nalagya!
Your top tower is under attack!
Everyone who takes the vaccine is gonna die. Bill Gates is tracking you. And then
your middle tower is under attack! Shed a tear for your middle tower! But Axe does not come! Your bottom tower is under attack!
To control us, or whatever the claim is, to keep us locked down forever.
ever. So the enemy has a bone to pick with your middle tower. Giant structures can take down or hurt. Radiant tears to heap upon it.
It's gotten power and did everything to get us back to normal and to enable more freedom of movement.
Your bottom tower has fallen! Are you going to do something about that?
But no, it was a trial because they're going to do that. And then, next time they want to lock people to do the really bad thing, which is, we'll figure out later.
Your top tower is being hacked to pieces!
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The true unironically though, like
your top tower is under attack.
It's just it's an impossible world because then people like you look at me like, aren't you kind of biased? No, I don't think I am biased. Compared to the party that just made us knowledge to the results of the 2020, 2024, or 2016 elections, Donald Trump still thinks all 3 elections were rigged. And you're asking me if I'm the biased one, right? Always make excuses. Well, the reason why Joe Rogan had to come out 100% for Donald Trump was because MSNBC edited a clip of him one time. Like, I don't know, I'm a man. I've never changed my political opinion because somebody says something mean about me like that. But then people make excuses for Joe Rogan to do. That's just crazy to me that you'd be so willing and easily ready to offer up that excuse for Joe Rogan. Like, maybe he had to be a 100% Trump sycophant because MSNBC posted something too much one time. Well, it's not everybody's definitely right.
This went off the rails, folks. Alright guys, it's another Destiny conversation. He talks to this guy. I don't really know who this guy is, but I saw like they talk about young men joining the road. And that's why I want to watch it. I'm curious about that conversation. I have some stuff to say. And also Destiny's a fun watch. Smart guy, good debater. Okay. Someone call him a master debater. That's an immature joke. So let's get this going, man.
Was the kind of demographic that voted.
So it seems like it's a little bit in the middle because they it's a live stream, so like only like a half of the live stream is actually the conversation. So sorry, it's a little jarring.
Well, right. That's. I mean, look. Maybe we'll see after this. What's up, dude? Sorry, Des. What's up, man?
What's up, Steve?
Your top tower is under attack.
Hey, what's going on, Steven? Steven?
Tangina mga kampi namin, tulog!
So, yeah, I think the what I wanted to talk about is kind of like the growing political gender gap that's been going on.
Tangina nyo, wala kayong kwenta report.
To the daddies. Okay, guys?
Your top tower is being hacked to pieces!
I'm sure you were not really happy about the election results, but
the seeds of Unslahap's opinion of you. Your top tower is
fallen. I think that Donald Trump is the exaggeration of everything terrible about our system. And I think that we need Donald Trump to come in and just recap Russell. Also, the Democratic Party needs to kind of keep up and be a little bit more open and aware of the issues that resonate with real people. Even if some of them are populist and not necessarily super productive, I think it's a good idea to, represent the people that vote for you. So, thank you for the $5 mention where RWP, so I can catch back up on this show. Okay. That's incredible stuff. I love you so much.
For which party in which way? I think we can start with why do you think young men are becoming more conservative?
I mean, there's a lot of answers to that question. I think one reason is men in general tend to be more conservative leaning, right? Conservatism tends to be a little more bootstrappy. I feel like men don't possess as much empathy, and Democrats tend to be a little bit more empathetic. I think that's part of it. I will say that maybe there's some areas that feel a little virtue signaling towards, for political movements, which is not a bad thing to be positive for political movements, but a lot of those political movements are at the expense of, especially straight white men. And it's nice to feel included.
Relax.
I think that young men in general have a higher expectation of success when it comes to jobs, and jobs are rough right now, and so young men are feeling the squeeze, or men in general are feeling the squeeze a little bit. And I think that also, Twitter loves, young men love edgy memes, and Twitter is full of racist, edgy memes that resonate with young men, and Twitter is a pretty big impact on the way people vote, so yeah.
What were the actual breakdowns by the end of everything for what the, I guess, what ended up for?
Yeah, so I think the biggest interesting trend, in my opinion, is how young people in general tend to be more liberal.
Your middle tower is under attack!
But especially men, this election has tended a little bit more towards the right in terms of voting for Trump. I don't know the exact percentages, but that's the poll that I'm seeing.
Gotcha. I mean, without seeing specific numbers, I mean, if I had to guess, I think it's probably because the right has done a really good job of targeting young men for content, at least from what I see online, and the left has kind of done a poor job at targeting young men, and it's probably pushed a lot, especially young white men away.
Oh, my wife is awake.
But what's like your audience like? I mean, you're kind of like a voice for like the left, right? Like in that instance, like what?
Yeah, my audience is definitely predominantly probably young white men, I would imagine. Yeah.
I see. Based. So why do you think, like, for example, you know, you're a pretty big voice for at least for like the left. Why haven't they? You know, it seems like you don't use a lot of like young men are trying to voice different voices. Like,
listen, here's my thing. I like Destiny. It's very color, right? Sometimes I get sure. But the reality is, young they don't look past like this, and this is like here's the thing. He has a guy. Because open relationships, it's a two-way street, which I think is the right way to do it if you're going to do an open relationship. But all
your top tower is under attack.
Little short cuck that lets his girlfriend fuck other guys. Ha ha ha. That's gay. That's
your top tower is being hacked to pieces.
Struggle with some very disenfranchised young men.
Your top tower is under attack.
So my baby is awake too.
That's what I would. That would be my guess.
Your top tower is under attack.
I guess young men want like this perceived view of like what a strong masculine man is. So they're more.
Your top tower is under attack.
And what have you seen?
Yeah, I think people make mistakes of treating
Good morning.
young men basically. It's not funny for them, you know? Sure,
like
white people,
the dire structures cannot be
or
hurt.
just kind of get this, or wealthy people, whatever. I mean, too much people like focused on like chastising or punishing or criticizing rather than saying like, hey, this is not a group.
Your top tower has fallen. It could be your middle tower is under attack.
Especially 2 years back when the election shows that young men are craving a voice like that.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, like I said, the left said for a long time, we're not going to talk to those group of people, so the right kind of made their own figures to go and talk to them,
You're very different in that sense, though. Like, you're very willing to challenge, like, other people's voices. Like, do you feel like the left doesn't do a good job of that? Why do you feel like they should shy away from talking to people that they disagree with?
I think for a long time, I think the left was kind of like winning the culture war, so there was this kind of built-in assumption that everything they were saying was right and correct, and so they didn't have to defend any of their ideas, so they didn't have to actually deal with anybody that was challenging them, so they just didn't, and they got into the habit of that.
So that makes sense. I mean, I feel like in a lot of instances, like Democrats don't really talk about this really good. They just don't have to talk about it. You know, when it comes down to it, people are frustrated with trans people existing in some spaces. And while I do think that it's a very, very exaggerated talking point, like Democrats just have to start talking about it. Like, hey, you know what, maybe
your middle tower is under attack. The enemy has a bone to pick with your middle tower. Your middle tower has fallen. Axe was not involved.
Timely.
Axe's heart goes out to Dyer's courier. Your bottom tower is under attack. Axe is glad that your bottom tower is not Axe's problem. Dire structures are fortified. Super fortified. Like you can't even imagine. Your bottom tower is under attack!
Yeah, I died.
In your bottom tower.
We covered ground. A winding path.
You wanna serve with me? What? It's charging. You can use my black phone if you want.
The trail grows cold.
Here's my black phone. Roblox? Come. You okay?
Interference. The enemy strikes. A fine plan.
Let me see, how's your finger? No, this one is actually my sniper. Okay, good. How was your sleep? You okay? Yeah. Oh! Scary ugly man!
The ice advances.
Not so loud, huh? Okay. You wanna sit there? Yeah, sure.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Victory is still within reach. Cause of
Victory is still within reach.
the world awaits.
Tangin na, nabobo ako.
The fine I need not worry.
Malaman lang namatay. Damn it.
Your middle tower is under attack. Like axe, the dire structures cannot be hurt. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Explain to Axe, why are your middle standing there undefended? Your bottom tower is under attack! Your bottom tower has
Hindi nila kaya eh, no?
Your bottom barracks died badly. Your peacenik bottom barracks refused to defend themselves! Axe wishes it was you instead!
Any theory of silence?
Your middle tower is under attack! The enemy's top tower has fallen! The enemy has a bone to pick with your middle tower! Your middle tower is under attack! Your middle tower is under attack!
Of shards. A chosen place.
The enemy has a bone to pick with your middle tower!
Blue heart at my tail.
Your top tower is under attack!
I see it too.
Your top tower is under attack! Your top tower has fallen! Your top barracks are under attack!
I cut a fine line.
Your top barracks are under attack! How long can this go on? The enemy has a bone to pick with your middle tower! Now the enemy now has Mega Green! One of us is still standing!
Pangit?
Fresh mate! Your middle tower is under attack! Your middle tower is under attack! Dire structures are fortified! Your middle tower is under attack! The enemy has a bone to pick with your middle tower! Your middle tower has fallen! Your edge needs sharpening! Your ancient is under attack!
Sunog.
Your ancient is under attack. Radiant victory.
Huh? Ano rank ko? Oh!
Can I get my phone?
Where's your po? Yeah? Comb? Morning. Okay lang, nalaro ko. Okay, stream. Pinayagan tayo maglaro. What's one? Oh, too far. Come on. Awfully.
10 seconds remaining.
Napalitan mo diaper.
Oh, not yet. You know,
5 seconds remaining.
the potato is full. You have to remove your diaper. I was gonna joke, remove your potato, but I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay lang. It's in the refrigerator.
Ay, hindi mo nilabas?
Hindi. Ay ko. Binali ko lang. Just in case. Kaso hindi ko binalatan. I'm gonna wipe you one more time. Potato is sticky. It's not their fault and I'm not making fun of it. It's just stinky because yeah, you should stop wearing diapers now. No, nothing to do. It's just I'm just describing it. Where potato is a bit stinky. Ano? Walang patak ng ulan simula kagabi, pero napakainit ng hangin. Ma'am, bro, the food, did I hit it or no? Good.
We enter uncharted waters.
Uncharted water. Wala pala akong binaling item.
Prepare for battle. Good. The tide moves. On the hunt. I serve. Agree.
Fuck predictions.
To battle. By the moon. Under attack.
30 seconds to battle.
To the far shore. On the hunt. It was in the bag the moment I walked on the battlefield. I go.
Where'd that horn come from?
By the moon. The hunt begins. Agreed.
Hampasan kami ni Monkey King.
A good plan. The tide moves. To battle. I serve. Target lifted. You swim against the tide.
Ilaw? At tagal ko na niluto yan ah. Oo. Okay.
Radiant's courier was caught in the crossfire.
Tapos 8 minutes ko siya pinakuluan. Okay.
It's not time. On the hunt.
Hindi pwede lahat.
I'm hungry enough to eat a what by the moon. A good I'm under attack! I serve. The tide. By the moon. A good path. Agreed. To battle. I go. My I'm not ready. The tide moves.
What the fuck?
I take. Yes. To battle. On the hunt. A good from the shallows. Amphibious assault. I hunt. By the moon. I go.
I'll take that.
What's the point?
To the far soul.
Your middle tower is under attack.
On the hunt. By the moon. Just what the doctor ordered. I go. Agreed. A good path. I surge. To battle. I go now. The tide moves. On the hunt.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Skin breathes dead.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
I'm not ready. To the far soul. Good plan. middle tower is under attack. From the shadows.
Your middle tower is under attack. So many flames.
So much potential. On the hunt. From the shadows. The tide. Your middle tower is under attack. I'm not ready.
Your top tower is under attack.
Fresh is good, unless we're talking raw. Your top tower is under attack.
I found you! That's a very scary guy, man.
On the hunt. I say. No escape.
Dire structures are fortified.
Your middle tower is under attack. It's starting to show cracks.
When was the last time the inspector was here? Your middle tower is under attack.
I'm not ready.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Any moments.
Oh boy!
Grabe, lakas.
Your top tower is under attack.
Not yet!
Your top tower is under attack.
To battle. Tongue is missing. Regeneration. To battle. Tongue is missing. The tide moves.
Ba't ganun kataas yung ping?
I'm not ready. I go.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Ride the moon. I sleep with the mist. I stoke the furnace with your corpse.
Patay! Hindi mo kaya yan, boy. Nice, nice, nice. Tell me if you're done, I'm gonna wash your butt. Okay?
Bottom tower is under attack.
I surge.
Your bottom
Kapagod
tower
ka
is
ba
under
nakaubad
attack.
na ng ano ah? Shorts agad ah. Diwal.
Good man.
Your top tower is under attack.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
To battle. Your top tower is under attack.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Good. To battle. On the hunt. A good plan. Agreed. By the moon. I surge. The Dire have reinforced their structures. I'm so hungry. I need
Nice. Nice. Let's wash Sharia Popo. You done?
Your top tower is under attack.
You can play again after.
Your top tower has fallen. It could have been a lot worse.
I doubt it. I hunt again.
May palitin na yun. Ano? Tapos, diba sabi mo gawin natin na hindi tayo sa namas. Yung crystal ball, Christmas project. Gawin. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Somebody ought to do something about that.
Yeah, they really should.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Should they be worried?
I would be.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen!
Yeah, but they use that sound, even though it's not a building.
Your middle tower is under attack. Their bottom tower has fallen.
I surge. On the hunt.
I don't know. You try it again. Possible. I can't control what's happening. I don't know. Yeah. Just try not to be mad. Okay? So mommy won't get mad because you don't get mad.
Dire locked down their structures. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen!
I give it a 5.
Is under attack.
Your middle tower is under attack.
It's not very urgent. Looks like Radiant closed the blast doors. Your middle tower is under attack.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Okay. Almost. Remember, you eat the corners first. Eat the corners first. So you don't get, like, you bite here. Yeah, you bite here. So no mess. Okay.
Your top tower is under attack.
Your top tower is under attack. This might finally be getting out of hand. Not yet.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Ouch! On the hunt.
I'm fucking playing!
Ano, online ka ba?
Will run red.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks have
Your
fallen.
bottom barracks have fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack.
Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack.
Your middle barracks have fallen.
Your middle barracks are under attack.
Your middle tower has fallen. Your ancient is under attack. Your middle barracks are under attack. Cheer up.
Could be worse. Your middle barracks have fallen. Your ancient is under attack.
Dire victory. I'm under attack.
No.